All right, guys, what's up? Happy Saturday from Jaco Beach, Costa Rica. Just had a few thoughts I wanted to share with you guys. Just got settled into the new Airbnb. It's not bad. I'm on the balcony. Well, I guess the terrace, having a cigar, glass of wine. I got a high-powered fan or two, keep the mosquitoes away. There's not too many mosquitoes, but I'm like, why chance it? I like to keep cool outside. Guys, the biggest thing right now going on in prop firm trading world and discords and YouTube and all this stuff that I'm seeing is that there's just so many people that are so full of shit, and I want to talk about that, right? So if you take all these gurus, right, the fake gurus that you see out there on YouTube, right, they do the really fancy thumbnails, yeah, they do all, they hire somebody to cut their videos, so it's like, hey, I'm here and look at this, right? They're doing all these things with the camera work to keep your attention, right? And they say some really interesting things, but you know when they're out, like, hey, look at me, I've got a Lamborghini, I'm trading, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You guys got to have a lot of discernment and look at the fact that, like, a guy who's putting in a shitload of work to his, social media and YouTube and, like, renting Lamborghinis and putting out this image, they probably don't have a lot of fucking time left for trading, right? So, like, but people for some reason are drawn to that, and I really, I don't understand it. I never have been drawn to that. Like, always from day one, when I saw somebody like that, I got repulsed, right? But a lot of people get sucked into that bullshit, and there's so many, like, well-meaning, good people. They're trying to trade, like, they're doing their best, and they're looking for, like, the holy grail. And then these people, these furus, these fucking fake bullshitters come along. They got all the, bullshit marketing stuff to try and lure you in. And I just want to say, like, it's a two-way street, right? Like, it's not just the furus. I mean, these guys are scamsters, they're fraudsters, they should go to jail for sure. But it takes two to tango, right? They wouldn't be in the position they're in unless people fucking bought their bullshit, right? So when people stop buying the bullshit is when the fraudsters will end. And this is super, super important. You know, when you're looking at these people, like, you got to look at the person behind the message, right? It's when you see a guy, and guys, this is no offense. I've got nothing against, like, I know a lot of cool people, alternative people. I love surfing. I live a very alternative lifestyle myself. But when you've got these people, that kind of look like they belong in prison instead of, like, professional traders, and they're selling you a course and they're selling you a Discord, and they want fucking $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I'm dropping F bombs, I get it. But the reason for that is that it just drives me crazy that people don't look at the person, right? So the first thing I would ever do if I was looking to, get advice from somebody in any area, in this case trading, right? Like, I'm gonna look at the person behind the message that they're giving, or whatever they're teaching, or whatever they're selling. Selling things is not bad, right? The world goes round on commerce. Some of us, like me, I put a shitload of time in my indicators, my charts, whatever. So, like, I'll charge a little bit for that, but you got to look at the person behind the message, right? So, like, all these gurus out there, you look at them, like, what have they done in their lives? Nothing. Like, and they're just marketing, 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 trying to suck you into some super overpriced, like, $5,000 trading course, mentorship, bullshit. And if you have any discernment whatsoever, you can see that these people are fucking full of shit, right? So I just think that that's super important. Yeah, for me, I mean, I'm showing my results, whatever, that's cool. Like, my strategies have proven themselves, that's great. But on top of that, I mean, I got asked to mentor people and start a Discord and do all that, which I'm happy to do. I think it's a lot of fun. I was a little bit reticent because the amount of time and energy I have to put into that versus what I make in trading, like, I'll lose money on my time, but that's not the important thing. I want to help people genuinely, and I want to like expose all these fake fucking people and give some people who are willing to work hard a chance to make money and develop their trading skills and give themselves or families a better life. Like I want to do that. That's more important for me than like the money involved in whatever I would make, which is peanuts, like teaching and selling shit, right? So I think you got to look at like people who are like pitching all this bullshit. Where's their income coming from? Is it coming from trading or is it coming from fucking marketing and bullshit? And 99% of them are coming from marketing and bullshitting, right? And like I said, back to this point, you got to look at the fucking person. Okay, for me, I went to Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. I graduated with a degree in business and political science. And look, that doesn't make me smart at all. It just means that, like, I had a 4-year program and I spent a fucking lot of money on it, or, like my parents did, but I also did too, took out student loans. And I finished it. It takes a lot of discipline, effort to finish a degree like that, right? On top of that, I got one master's degree from Gonzaga University in corporate leadership, communications, and this was a super beneficial degree for me. I spent a lot of money on that master's degree. That was a Master of Arts, right? So that's not the point too. It's not about me being smart. It's about, okay, to start a program like that and follow through and finish it and get an MA degree on top of a BA from Loyola, I mean, that shows a track record of discipline and dedication and like you're actually trying to accomplish something, right? And so then I did another master's degree in digital audience retention from Arizona State University. This was a Master of Science. That was a very tough degree. I did it because I was interested in it. I wanted to understand how the world is working in terms of the internet and all the stuff happening with Google and just like where online commerce is going and all that kind of stuff. And it was a tough degree, but I started it, I followed through, I finished it. So like when you're looking at people who are saying, hey, look, I'm a trader, I got this, I got that, you got to look at the person, right? If you're not looking at the person, I think you're setting yourself up to be duped by one of these, 23-year-old mentor. No offense to 23-year-olds, guys. I love you guys. I'm 45, but when I was 23, to be quite honest, I didn't fucking know my ass from a hole in the ground. Like, I had a lot of growing up to do at that point. I had to get a family. I got, two daughters now, a third one on the way. And when you start to, support your wife, who doesn't work, support your daughters, and you're doing it all from trading, you're traveling the world, and then, you want to help people and this and that. Like we're the real people. And there are a few of us out there. There's me, there's Tom Hugard, there's Aaron Trades. I really like Aaron Trades. Check out his channel. I mean, there's a few people who are like super legit, like good people, but for whatever reason, people are drawn to like the I don't even know how to say it, but like it's like fireflies drawn to the light, like of all these influencers peddling their fucking bullshit. So like what I have to say is that if you're serious about trading, number one, like look at the person who you want to learn from and see what kind of feeling you get from them. Like number two, like use your discernment. If it looks too good to be true and they're promising all kinds of fucking bullshit and trying to sell you something for $3, $4, $5,000, like that's disgusting, and you should run the other way as fast as you can. And that's one of the reasons, my primary motivation for coming out now with my strategies, my indicators, all this kind of stuff. I'm not going to make shit for this. Like I could keep this to myself and just keep on my merry path, and I'll make a lot of money and I'll retire and it'll be good, right? But there's enough money in the markets where if I share what I've developed with people who genuinely want to learn, put in the effort, do the stuff, like I'm going to lose money for what I'm going to do, right? But the reason I'm going to do it, the biggest reason, is because I'm going to expose all these fucking losers that are screwing people. And it really, really pisses me off and lights a fire under my ass. And that's my primary motivation for, being willing to come out and share stuff and do all this kind of, things, is that I see so many comments, like my YouTube channel, the Discord we just started, people have just been fucking screwed. And let's just let the screwing stop. How about that? So guys, if you want something that's real, like hang out here. I'm going to show you what's real. I'm going to show you my trading results. I win, I lose. Overall, I'm a successful trader. I make my living trading. I support my family. I travel the world. I'm not a multimillionaire at all. I do very well, and I support myself, and I don't have to think about money, which is nice. But at the same time, it's like it's hard and it's real, and you're taking care of, you know, people other than yourselves. And you're like, okay, could I go out and buy a Lamborghini? Yes, I could. But would I ever fucking do that? No, because I've got a wife, two daughters, and a third one on the way. Like, what kind of a fucking asshole would that make me to go out and buy a Lamborghini? I'd be a fucking moron. And then, all the people that would be following me for the Lamborghini, it's like, it's just like, what is going on in this world? So, I'm saying all this because, like, as I'm getting into this area of trying to help some people and building a Discord and doing the YouTube channel, I just want to say to you guys, like, gotta follow your gut, man. Like, look at the people that are pitching you the fucking bullshit, and if it walks and talks like a fucking duck, then it's a duck, or a quack, or a fucking fraudster, and run the other way. That's all I can say, man. I had a lot of comments on this in the Discord, and I just wanted to say this. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna get back to my cigar. I'm chilling out. It's Saturday night. Tomorrow, I'm gonna buy a surfboard. It's gonna be sweet. I'm gonna surf all day, and then I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna do the weekly analysis for myself, first and foremost, and then share it with you, my top picks for the week, and we'll make money this week. Like, there's no doubt about that. And that reminds me, the last thing I wanted to say was that I see so many people struggling with so many different aspects of the trading. The number one thing you got to get over is the fear of loss, or like thinking that you're dumb if you take losing trades or whatever. That's not how trading works. You've got to, number one, have a system that helps, but then your headspace. That's everything, right? Like, you can give a shitty system to a good trader like me, I'll make money. You give a really good system to a shitty trader, they'll fucking lose money. That's the fact. And the difference is in the headspace, you cannot be afraid to lose, right? Doesn't mean you go YOLOing and, do all kinds of crazy shit. You still have a plan, you follow it. But when you're in a trade, you've got to remain neutral, and you can't, like, worry about losing. Like, that trade that I hit on my live account for almost $9,000 on Friday, I let that sucker run for 170 NASDAQ points, right? You know how many times I was up, like, 60 points, 70 points, 80 points. I'm looking like, I'm up $4,000 now, $5,000. It's pretty good. Six. I don't know. You gotta, like, the kind of day it is. And, like, I'm letting this fucker run, and I didn't get shook out by, the fear of the profits going away, or what happens if the trade doesn't work. You trade the charts, and I know this takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, but the sooner you can get objective and just trade your charts, don't be scared of losing, don't have greed about all the money you're going to make, don't try and get there too fast, like, just hit base hits. You will get to where you want to be, and that's the hardest thing in the world, is that everybody wants to get there, like, immediately. It's not going to happen. Like, if you're a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, like, you're not going to go in as a lawyer, for example, and just, take on a huge court case and win it on your first try. You've got to have a lot of fucking base hits leading up to that. And for whatever reason, people think because trading, you can do it from your pajamas in your house. It's like, oh, I might as well just wake up and make $10,000. That sounds fucking great. Guys, it's a lot of work and a lot of steps. You got to make $200, $300, $400. Have a month of consistency, 2 months consistency, 6 months consistency, and then you'll just get there. But don't be looking out there like all that money you're going to make. Look here. Start with the base hits and be disciplined, work hard, follow the right people, and then you're going to get to where you want to go if you're patient. You wouldn't be surprised, or you would be surprised. And, like, time goes fast. Like, if you're doing the right thing and you're just hitting your base hits, if you just do that, focus, boom, 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 3 years from now, you'll be in a position that you never thought possible. You'll be trading, you'll be making money, you'll be doing what you want to do, and you'll be in that position, and 99% of people won't be in that position because they wanted to get there too fast, following the wrong fucking morons, and all this get-rich-quick crap. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm getting back to my cigar and my glass of wine, but this is just important information. I wanted to share it with you. I hope it helps. And, yeah. Our Discord now, we have 40 people. I'm not even going to put the link in this. Go look at the last two videos. There's a link there. At some point, I think when we have, like, maybe 500, 1,000 people, I'm just going to shut it down. And the reason for that is because I want to interact with people who are serious. And, I don't want, like, 50,000 people who are all looking for a handout that I can't fucking help. Like, Like I'd rather have a small quality group that like we can interact, I can help, it gives me a good feeling to help. And imagine like in 2 years if there's 50 people that I helped make their life better, and they're making money consistently, they're helping their families, like they're supporting their kids. That's the shit I want. Like if you want to use my stuff and buy a Lamborghini, then no offense, but get the fuck out of here. Cheers, guys. Bye.